In this video, I'll be reviewing 3 of the latest, hottest Canva apps you need to try right now. What is up everyone, Ronnie here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about 3 of the latest Canva apps that I've had a chance to try and I think you should try as well. In the video, I will be testing these new apps, showing you how they work and mostly telling you what I like about them, but also sometimes a little criticism about how they could be improved. So that's what's on the menu for today. If this is your first time on the channel, I highly suggest you subscribe as we have 2 new videos every week and about 500 tutorials already on the channel. This is the right place for you if you are a content creator. So without further ado, let's jump into the first app we are going to review today. It's called HeyGen. So let's come over the apps button right here and start for HeyGen. So it's written with an H, it's called HeyGen AI videos. All right, so it's right here. I can see a bit of details about this. So there you go, no camera, no crew, no problem. HeyGen turns your scripts into talking videos with customizable AI avatars for your designs in minutes with astounding simplicity, efficiency, and quality. Okay, so that is something that is quite similar to the DID AI avatars that we already covered on this channel. Remember this video right there, link in the description. But I believe HeyGen is actually a bit more powerful than the DID app because you can do more, you have more option with your AI avatars. So let me show you how this works. Okay, so I'm gonna go back here, gonna click on HeyGen, and this is the menu you should see once you have connected the app for the first time, created an account, and the whole shebang. So the usual stuff you need to do before using an app in Canva. So what is all of this about? The first thing you see is basically a bunch of different AI avatars to choose from. So if I click on see all, I see a large list of characters, of avatars with a lot of diversity. I see people from all parts of the world, so that is great. You can filter by male or female. I love that we have that filter so that goes faster because we might have a specific voice we want to use. So there you go. So I'm just going to pick a first avatar. So this person right here, I'm going to click on use and now it is selected. Another way I could do this is by using one of the photos. So they can actually bring a photo to life. So very similar to DID. You remember I uploaded my photo, I could talk. So that is similar. You can upload your own photo if you want to. So if I wanted, I could upload a photo of myself. You need to kind of make sure that the photo you're uploading is a real person with a real face. So there you go, me, I have uploading myself here. Next, you need to paste a script right here that your AI avatar will actually say. So I do have a little sentence prepared here. There you go. I wish HeyGen gives us more than 2 free credits to try their app though, just a thought. So I don't know, that's just a subliminal message to whoever wants to listen to it. But yeah, indeed, HeyGen gives every Canva user 2 free credits to try HeyGen. So you have 2 video credits left in HeyGen. Sign in to this URL for more. Okay, so we'll have a look at what this website looks like in a second. I'm not gonna deep dive into this, I'm just introducing the app to you. Let me know if you would like us to create a dedicated video about HeyGen and we might consider it. But yeah, so the way it works from Canva is this. You pick an avatar, you write your script, and then you choose a voice. Okay, so the voices right here, there are a bunch of different voices, which is great. And you have not only English voices, but voices in every language almost. So you have some Arabic, etc., etc. You have a bunch of different English accents, French accents, etc., etc. So just to show you, cheerful Isabella, which is an English voice, American voice.
Hello, this is how I sound. Hope you like it.
All right, okay. Let's see Sonia.
Hello, this is how I sound. Hope you like it.
Okay. Let's go for this British female voice. I'm gonna use that. And now I have picked my AI character, picked my voice, and now I can listen to my own script with that specific voice. So let's do that.
I wish HeyGen would give us more than 2 free credits to test their app though. Just a thought.
Yeah, Good. So I think I'm happy with this. I'm going to generate the video, use one of my free credits. I'm not going to speed up the video. It says grab a coffee. Your video will be ready in a few moments. All right, so I already drank my coffee. It's kind of time for lunch now, so I'm not going to go and make another coffee, but I am going to wait to see in real time how long does it take for HeyGen to generate my AI avatar, because I believe I owe that to you guys. You need to know how long it takes. And yeah, it's kind of taking a bit of time already, but this is making some progress. So in the meantime, let me tell you about a few things Diana and I are working on. All right, so you might know it, but we have been working since a couple of months already on a new course. It's called Canva for social media, and it's almost ready. That is the good news. And we are thinking about experimenting with the launch of this new course, which is going to be 6 different sections, and each section contains a bunch of videos. So total would be, I don't know, more than 5 or maybe 6 hours of videos in total for this entire course, or maybe more, not even sure. But once it's ready, we are going to launch this course not on Udemy like we used to do, but we are going to include this course in our YouTube membership. There will be a new tier in the membership, and the people who sign up for this tier will have access to this course, all of the sections, plus all of the new courses we are going to publish in the future. So we'll continue to create and publish courses for our YouTube membership. So stay tuned for that. I see that my video is now ready, so I'm going to add it to my design. It's only 7 seconds. It took quite a long time. I had the time to pitch my entire membership new tier, so imagine that. So let's go ahead and add this to the design. All right, does it have a background? I need to check that out. So I'm going to use a template for this design. Okay, let's go to a new page right here, add that background, this pretty much, oops, no, that's actually what I wanted to keep here, but I want to delete all the unnecessary things. All right, so now I am going to come back to my slide number 1, copy this, or actually cut it, and paste it right here. So it does have a background. So from here, I can listen to this.
I wish HeyGen would give us more than 2 free credits to test their app though. Just a thought.
Okay, so the lip syncing is pretty good until a certain point.
To test their app though. Just a thought.
Okay, it's actually not too bad. The problem is that it has a background. So I could either use the remove background for videos in Canva if I am a pro user, which I am here, so that's the good news. Or I could simply put this in a bubble, okay? So I would just go to my elements, search for a round frame right here, and drop the video in that frame. Maybe reduce it slightly and put it wherever I want, really. I can put it here and this will play.
I wish HeyGen would give us more than 2 free credits to test their app though.
Okay, and this will play. If I want to detach this from this bubble, I can do so. If I want to show the captions, I can also do so. So Canva will take a couple of seconds. Remember the beginning of the video, show captions. Or I could also use the background remover. I could click on edit video with my video selected and remove the background. This will take, again, a couple of seconds. This time I am going to speed up the video. And there you go. This took about, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds. Can resize the framing around that person, around Sonia, I think her name was, and position her wherever I want in my design. And there you go. I have her.
I wish HeyGen would give us more than 2 free credits to test their app though. Just a thought.
All right, so let's say this message was maybe a suggestion to HeyGen, because I do believe 2 free credits only. It's not very much to test the full power of an app like this one. I do believe it is a good app, but just like the other apps similar to HeyGen, let me come back to the app right here and let me use this link that they give us in the description. I'm going to open that in a new tab. and this is where you are going to land. I am already logged in, as you can see, because I have already created my account, but from here, from the HeyGen website, you can see much more, and they have a bunch of resources. If you click on tutorials, there is this person right here working at HeyGen creating all of this content on YouTube. So if you are into this, I would recommend you watch this. But what I wanted to show you is right here. You can create your workspace, your default space, and from there you can see different things. You can see your plan. You can see I have 1.5 credit left. So 1.5 credit is equal to 1 minute and 30 seconds of video. So my problem with apps like HeyGen or DID AI Avatar is that they are cool, but they're not that useful for content creators like us who would need many more minutes than just 2 minutes. With 2 minutes, I cannot do anything. It's not enough. And the problem is, if I want to buy a plan, you see here, I can upgrade. This is the price. So it's extremely expensive for content creators like us who need a lot of minutes. And still, if I pay almost $50 per month, I will have access to only 30 credits per month. That is only 30 minutes of AI avatar commenting on my videos. So again, if I want to completely replace myself with an avatar, which don't worry, that's not the plan, but let's imagine these become very good and content creators start using this instead of talking to the camera, which I hope we don't get there. But if we do get there, then the price is just like prohibitive. It's just too much to justify the use of this technology at this point. So that is my problem with these apps at the moment, is that they are too expensive for what they deliver. Also, the avatars, though they sound cool and they look quite okay, they still sound like robots. So to recap, I think this is a great idea, but we are still very far from me integrating this tool into my day-to-day toolkit because it's just too expensive and it's not quite there yet. I will encourage you though to discover the HeyGen website because yeah, they are doing a great job. Like literally, this is the best AI avatar app I have seen so far. It is far better than DID and it has a lot of great templates to work with. But again, they sound like robots.
Show the expansion of the technologies used since we began tracking it 5 years ago, but with a nuanced picture underneath. The data show that there is significant room to improve diversity on...
I don't think anyone would watch a video presented like this on YouTube because it's just too boring. Okay, final thoughts. HeyGen, great idea, but I believe it's still too soon. All right, folks, let's move on to the second app we are going to review today. This one is called Murf AI. So let me show you. You'll first have to search for it. So it's called Murf AI. Like so, Murf AI, so it's this one right here. Let's see what the app is all about. Click on app details. So the tagline is add natural sounding voices to your design. So this time, it's not about creating an AI avatar. It's about creating a simple voiceover for your video project. Okay, so let's imagine I already have a video project going on here. So yeah, let me find a couple of B-rolls. So I need some aerial shots of a car driving. Okay, so yeah, let's add some video to this. Okay, let's see all. Okay, the car is driving, cinematic shot. Okay, let's say I have a car commercial right here. Okay, the car is driving and it's a very cool car. We can see how powerful the wheels are when they drive on the grass in the wood. And then every man needs a car like this. Okay, so the ad would go something like that. I just need a great voice to go over these images, right? So let me show you how I would proceed to get there. So first, coming back to the Murf AI app, and I'm going to be using it by clicking on it. And obviously, if it's the first time you are using it, same thing, you'll have to create an account, the whole shebang. So once you do, this is what you'll see. Okay, so you will have right here a workspace, okay? Because I have already played around with this, I have created my own dedicated workspace. Otherwise, it will say something like default workspace right here. So the first thing you need to do is to click on that default workspace and then you access this panel right here. So when you try it out, you will have 10 minutes of voice generation time for free. So that is the free trial every single Canva user will get. Okay, so that is pretty good. 10 minutes of voiceover, not too shabby. And the way it works is quite similar to HeyGen, but this time you start by selecting your language. Okay, so let's find something here. So let's go for English and US, Canada. Okay, now I can select a voice. All right, I need a big old voice. So let's try a couple of ones.
Go fast.
Yeah, I need this guy.
Far.
Yes.
Go forward.
Yes, Clint. I want this guy. The only problem is that it's locked. Okay, this voice is only available for Murf AI Pro users. So I cannot use this guy, which is a pity because that was kind of like the idea of this commercial. So there's no way to filter only the free voices. You'll have to find one that doesn't have a padlock icon on it. So let's see Miles here.
At some point in life.
No, dude, no. This is not gonna work. I want Clint. Let's see Nate.
Hi, I'm Nate.
No. Terrell?
It only takes one voice. At the right...
Yeah, but Terrell is also a pro actor. All right, so the choice is quite limited right here. Let's see Lucas.
Are you ready for retirement?
No, this guy is more like a real estate agent. Ryan, maybe?
You don't have to hold a position.
No. Okay, I will have to go with Ethan.
This is Ethan. I am among the professional.
Okay, let's go with Ethan since we can have Clint. All right, so let's just add some random text here. Okay, so for example, we all need a new car at some point in our lives. Okay, you can just start typing your text and choose a style. Okay, so I cannot really go very far with the style. I believe if you pay for the Pro plan, you will have access to much more styles of voices, like you could go angry, inspirational, etc., etc. But right here, again, the free trial is not very extensive in terms of voices and expressions. The only thing I can do is modify the pitch. So let me show you what this sounds like. Also something I'm not quite satisfied about, I cannot try my script for free. I will have to use my credit to generate the script. So let's do that, generating the script.
We all need a new car at some point in our lives.
Okay, so good. I'm gonna add this to my design and there you go. It is now right here, okay? And if I start playing this, so I could go duration, so this becomes a video project. I could make this last the same amount of time as the voiceover, which is actually a little bit shorter. Okay, let's play this.
We all need a new car at some point in our lives.
Okay, and so I could continue adding my voiceovers again and again. For example, a car with powerful wheels that would ride on grass like it's butter. It's just some stupid. Let's go over. Let's go in.
A powerful wheel that would ride on grass like it's butter.
Okay, that's great. Add to design. Okay.
Lives. A car with powerful wheel that would ride on grass like it's butter.
Okay, perfect. Powerful wheels, not wheel.
A car with powerful wheels that would ride on grass like it's butter.
Okay, better. Yep, but I'm using my credits here, but it's okay.
Lives. A car with powerful wheels that would ride on grass like it's butter.
Okay, so to show you, I can also play around with the speed and the pitch of this voice. So let's say I want Ethan to talk a bit slower. Let's go -10 to make this, and also like a -10 pitch. Let's try to add more drama.
A car with powerful wheels that would ride on grass like it's butter.
Yeah, much better. So I will get rid of this one. I cannot really modify anything from there, but I could from here. I would add this to my design.
We all need a new car at some point in our lives.
A car with powerful wheels that would ride on grass like it's butter.
Okay, so you get the point, you get the idea. You can use Murf AI to generate a voice to go with your video. So this is actually a very cool app and I wish we could have more. So the last thing I want to do is to check out the price of this app to show you how much you'll have to pay if you want to upgrade and have all of the cool functionalities that the Pro plan offers. So there you go. This is the homepage of Murf AI once I am logged in. How can I see the different prices? Upgrade plan. So yeah, here it is. So the plans start at $19 per month if you take the annual plan. And this gives you access to 60 basic voices, 10 languages, 24 hours of voice generation per year. Okay, so that would be 2 hours per month. That is better. I would say that's not too bad. The next plan at $26 gives you 48 hours per year. So that is 4 hours per month. Right, so that is not too bad. You can come back and explore this by yourself. You will see that from the Murf AI website, you can actually access the Murf Studio and start editing your videos directly from there. So I'm not gonna get into all of this. Again, if you want a dedicated video about this, we could try to make one for you. This is actually the example with Clint, my guy Clint, that I was trying to emulate with my project. So let's have a quick look.
Go fast.
Yeah,
Go far.
yeah.
Go forward.
Better, yeah.
Go to the woods, the mountains, the oceans. To the places you have never been before. Go where the road takes you. Explore the unexplored with the new Z22 Outback.
Okay.
Made for you and your adventures.
All right, so that's not too bad for a commercial made in Canva with a limited budget. You could have a professional voice just like the ones you'll hear in the professional, very expensive commercials. All right, folks, we have one more app to go. Or actually, it's kind of like a combination of two apps that are very similar to each other. I'm talking about CanBlob and CanSquircle. Now, these two apps are pretty different from HeyGen and Murf AI that were very heavily focused on generative AI. Now, CanBlob and CanSquircle are design oriented. So it's kind of like coming back to our roots, our Canva design roots, and have a tool that will allow us to enhance our designs. I have a website template right here open in front of me, which only has 3 pages. That will be enough to show you how these two apps work. So first, let's go over the app button right here and find the two apps. So if you scroll down, you will find the first one under Create Something New. It's called CanBlob, okay? So let's check out the app details. It says blobs made easy. Searching for the right blob shape can be a pain. CanBlob lets you create stunning blobs to the click of a button. This plugin lets you bring artistic, organic shapes to your design effortlessly. All right, so this is very straightforward app. It will allow you to create blobs, okay, custom blobs. So I'm going to open this one right here. There you go. And this is how it looks. So you can see only a couple of comments here, one with the color, and then you have one with the complexity of the blob, ranging on a slider right here, ranging from 1 with the less complex all the way to 10, which is the most complex shape of blob that you can generate. So all you have to do is to choose the complexity. So my goal here, let's say I want to change the visual of this website right here. This is the one that comes with the template. Okay, it's an animated illustration with a blob background, but this is only really one illustration. So if I delete this, my blob is gone as well. So let me Control Z. So I know exactly where this image needs to come on my website, but also the size of it approximately. I want to keep the same dimension. So what I need first is to recreate a similar looking blob that you see right here in the background. Then I will find my illustration so I can change it for whatever I want. Let's say I don't like these couple right here. I don't like what they're doing. I don't like the way they look. So I could find another illustration, but I would lose the blob, which I like. All right, so let's generate a blob. I believe this would be maybe a complexity 4. Once you've set the complexity, just generate your blob and it will generate new blob shapes randomly. So you can stop when you find the right one. Maybe let's bump the complexity to 5. Yeah, this one could have worked. Let's find something else. Yeah, this will work. Okay, so once we have the right blob, I can start customizing the color by clicking on this button right here with the color. So if I click here, I see the typical, I would say, color palette thingy going on right here, but I do not have a color picker, which is kind of annoying right here because I could just I've used it to take a drop of this green and have my exact color. So since I don't have it, I will have to be a little bit creative here. So I'm going to press my C key, which will generate a circle, okay, that I'm going to position here. Doesn't matter because I will delete this color anyway. So I can see in my documents color that I have something similar to this color, but I want the exact color. So I'm going to be using the color picker from Canva, pick that color. And now I have the hex code right here, which I'm going to Command C to copy it. And you see my circle right here now has that color. So I can come back to my blob that I'm trying to generate, come here and simply paste the hex code right here to generate a blob with the same color. All right, this is done. I'm going to add this blob to my design. So here it is. Now I can get rid of this circle and I will just make that blob bigger and rotate it until I find a nice curve, something that I can work with. So something about this size right here. Great. Now I'm going to push this to the back. All right, so now it's behind my animation right here, which I can get rid of. Okay, but before I do so, I'm just going to find the correct illustration. So in order to find that illustration, I'm going to make sure I am on the Elements tab and search for, let's say, designer graphic computer. Let's just type in a couple of keywords, see if I can find some cool illustration. So let's see what we have here. There's a bunch of different animations. They're not all animated. Could use something which is not animated. Could use something like so. This is a little bit too cliche. I've seen like dozens of websites like this. Kind of like this guy right here, but he is not green, but I think I could work around that. So let's first start by positioning this cat right here. So let's see if we can work with this. I'm gonna bring the cat right here. And now I kind of need to make this guy green. Okay, I don't have any options, but what I could do is to edit the image and play around either with duotone or color mix. So let's see, color mix do have a green color right here. So yeah, I could work with this. Could probably tune the hue, saturation. I could make it less saturated. Yeah, this looks pretty decent in my opinion. I'm going to make it slightly bigger like so. And now I'm just going to select everything and make sure I am on that side of the page. Okay, like so. I think this is the correct positioning for this cat right here. So this is the first thing I wanted to show you about CanBlob. All right, so you can really go ahead and create different kinds of blob, different kinds of complexity of blob by simply setting the slider and generate a new shape. So it's very basic, very straightforward, but I still love this app because it lets me create custom blobs, which Canva doesn't. Something else you could do with these blobs right here. Let me copy the blob and add it to a last page right here. Let's say this is the blob I created. What you could do, let me generate a couple more. Okay, I have this one right here. Let's make it about the same size by stretching it. And then one last one right here that I'm going to stretch as well to have the same size of blobs. Okay, so these are my 3 blobs. So now that I have my 3 blobs, one thing I could do, instead of using a plain color like this color right here, I could try to fill it with a gradient. So all I need to do is to click on the color button, choose gradient right here, and Canva will add a second color. See here, it added a color which is pairing well with my original green, this one right here, which I can modify as I wish. So if I move this little dot slightly in any direction, it gives me granular control over the color of my second color, hence the color of my gradient. I could add a third color if I wanted to, and I also can play around with the light orientation right here. Okay, so this will allow me to create very cool gradient blobs by generating them with CanBlob, but also changing their color to a nice gradient of my choice with the color button. And then once you have one, what you can do, you select it, you use the copy style button, and then you can change the other ones to have a similar gradient into them. So love that. This really opens up the field of possibilities. Now you can add some icons in your blobs, or you could replace these rounded rectangle shapes by the blob blobs if you wanted to. So it's really up to you to be creative once you know how to use that. Now, I told you this was 2 apps in one. The little sister of CanBlob is called CanSquircle. So let me show you what it looks like. I'm going to go back to my apps button right here and find CanSquircle. So CanSquircle creates squircles in your Canva design. So basically it's the same company, CanBox, and it lets you create rounded rectangle and rounded squares. So I'm going to open this and show you. It has a very similar user interface, but this time instead of blobs, you have squircles. I didn't know what a squircle was, but apparently it's a rounded square. All right, so what we can modify here is the corner radius. So all the way to the left, it will be a straight edge square with pointy edges. And if you go all the way to the right, it's going to be a circle. So a square or a circle or a squircle. All right, so let's create some squircles to replace these shapes right here. So I'm going to start by finding, let's make something that is quite rounded, but not too much. And then the second setting right here is the corner smoothing. Yeah, you can make that corner very smooth. I like it smooth. So let's go ahead and do that. First, let's grab this color right here. Okay, so the exact color of this shape. I'm gonna grab that. Again, would be nice to have your color picker right here. Fortunately, we can't. So we have to use these little tricks to actually bring the color. All right, so this is good. I'm gonna generate my first squircle right here, and I will have to make that slightly bigger. Okay, and now I can go and find this layer. So this layer right here, there you go, it's right here. So I'm gonna position it right in the middle, and then I'm going to select the other shape right here and delete it. Okay, I can push my squircle to the back, and I probably need to make it slightly bigger so that it fits my text right here. So I could move this right here as well, maybe make this center, this text also justified in the middle. Now I have like a brand new layout for this page. Instead of looking more rectangle, it looks more like a squircle, which I like. All right, so let's quickly delete these two and quickly add these 2 squircles right here. So the way I'm doing this, I'm just holding my Option key and moving the squircle like so. All right, so yep. This is how I would do this. Yeah, very straightforward. One more time, I could simply play around with these 2 settings. So the corner radius to make your angles, to make your corners more or less straight or round, depending on how you look at it. And then the smoothing of these corners to make them more like a rounded corner or less of a rounded corner. Then you add to design, it will be generated here. So there you go, guys. 2 fun design features brought to you by CanBox, CanBlob, and CanSquircle. I'm gonna leave it here for this episode. I hope you enjoyed discovering these 3-4 Canva apps. If you did, let me know in the comments section. Would you like to see more episodes like this one? Would you like to see more of me reviewing the latest, the hottest Canva apps that I find by just using Canva and discovering them? Let me know in the comments section. And that's it for this tutorial, guys. Thank you for watching until the end. I'm gonna put here the link to our Generative AI playlist with a bunch of other AI related tutorials just like this one for you to keep learning.